everybody. Welcome to another exciting edition of OMNIBROS Live on a Thursday night. It's your boy here, Gio, coming at you with my two favorite people in the whole wide world. We got Ghost of Christmas Annoyance, as quoted by Jess Bragg, a.k.a. OmniDog. It is the Omnibus Collector. That's a long intro, by the way. And Colleen from Colleen's Manga Rex. How y'all doing?
I'm the Ghost of Christmas Shoujo Say.
So welcome everybody. Tonight we're going to be going over our favorite pickups, manga releases that we enjoyed and picked up in the year of 2023. We also have some news, of course. It's mostly a news podcast type thing, so we got some interesting topics and some goofs and gaffs. I got some really cool nerdy first world problem updates that happened to me that I'm very happy to discuss for the first time on this channel, so stay tuned for that. So thank you everybody for joining in the live chat and everybody watching later. Thank you all. Hit the like button and share the video and all that fun stuff. So yeah, let's do it. How are you guys? It's been a while.
Doing good.
Doing good. Jesse, say what? I missed you. Thank you so much for joining. Hi, everybody. Elon. Am I saying it right? Elon? Sorry. I read Innocent and hated it. Wow. A grown man gets breastfed in that book. What the actual? Okay.
We're not here to kink shame, by the way.
Gotcha.
Hey, if that's what you're into, if you're into, adult breastfeeding,
I mean, okay. I've not read Innocent. I do have it, but I haven't read it yet. So,
doesn't sound so innocent, does it?
No, not at all. That Yona of the Dawn episode 15 opening theme change was awesome. Yona of the Dawn is still airing, or are you watching it for the first time? Okay,
probably that one. It's definitely not airing.
Yeah, I thought that was weird. I'm all for the weird shit. HVO, my man, let's go. You can have it. I don't want it. That's cool. So now we're moving Innocent higher on the to be read pile. Okay,
got some nasties in the chat.
Hey, maybe we got some
nasty. For the record, I've never done a spicy episode, but somebody on this trio has done a spicy episode. Just saying. We're not above making a part.
It wasn't me.
Wasn't you either. No.
Hey, you should join the next one.
Well, you know me. I got my titles ready.
Let's make it very cliche and have one on
Valentine's
February because of Valentine's Day and all that stuff. Let's take advantage of that holiday and make spicy.
I'll alert Steph to have her back. We can get some new spice recommendations. It'll be all of us on.
I got some recommendations, but they're not spicy. Instead, I got a recommendation for all of you for a wonderful website that you can go to for fantastic deals on great books. And that is, of course, InStockTrades.com, our official sponsor. You get your omnibus, trade paperbacks, hardcovers, manga, and so much more with great deals that range from 42% off to 50, 60% off. Go to the website, check it out. It's pretty crazy. If you make an order of $50 or more in the US, you get free shipping, and loyalty discount adds an extra 2% off if you make orders on a week-by-week basis. That's pretty cool. You're not going to get that anywhere else but InStockTrades.com. Fantastic customer service, wonderful packaging. That is our lovely sponsor. We just gave out a $50 gift card because we had a little switcheroo because next Monday is Christmas. So I hope you enjoyed that episode. That was a wild one. And this is officially, we're starting the last week of shows, basically, because then it's going to be on the 26th, 27th, and 28th. So back-to-back streams next week to close out 2023. And it's all possible thanks to our wonderful sponsor, InStockTrades.com. Let me take a look here real quick at the website for all the new stuff that came out. Some of the deals of the week. Doctor Strange by Mark Waid at 46% off. You got that Justice League trade paperback, 50% off. Spider-Man Volume 25 hardcover, Marvel Masterworks, I should add, 46% off. And the Venom Modern Epic Collection Volume 5, the Savage 6 at 46% off. If you had the loyalty discount, you would add 2% to all those books. That's great. Here's some
I recommend Venom, and I think I've read that Mark Waid Strange. I think that's where they had the Surgeon Supreme stuff. It might have been after this, but his Strange was good.
Cool. I also recommend the Venom. That's a lot of fun. I talked about it on Monday show. That's my favorite.
That's Cullen Bunn stuff. Or is-
Remender and Bunn.
So
A
it's
whole
the-
bunch of people.
Okay, yeah, that's all right. Cool. Yeah, you want to get the one before that too, so you can have the beginning of Remender's run. That's the Agent Venom stuff. So, Alice in Borderland Volume 8 came out. Only one more of those.
Baltimore Omnibus.
There's the big game.
Big game.
Former
Everybody-
legend
yeah.
Mark Miller.
Friend of the show, I guess, or former friend of the show. Book of Shadows from Valiant. If you guys remember the Valiant hype train from 2016 or 17, rest in peace. I ordered this book, by the way, Breakfast with My Two-Tailed Cat, and it shipped today. So I'm really excited. I can't wait to read it. This is technically a yokai book.
The Bungo Stray Dogs Dazai Chuya age 15 has a really, really cool opening chapter. Like one of the best like opening action sequences I've seen in a long time.
I didn't know you were reading Bungo Stray Dogs. That's cool.
I'm not.
Okay. That was anticlimactic, but I'll take it.
Yen
And-
sent it to me.
Well, okay, that makes sense.
And it's the first chapter to be able to talk about it.
Okay. Some of the top sellers, Berserk, still holding out at the #1 spot since it came out back in November of this year. That's pretty awesome. We'll see if it crosses over into next year as well. And some of these books are huge omnibus releases you can still get at in-stock trades. So there you go.
Wait, what's that? Spider-Man 2099. Was that the omnibus?
Yeah.
They got
Came
it back.
back. Yeah.
Nice. I got it day one, but I know it sold out pretty quickly, so that's pretty cool that it came back.
Oh yeah.
That's the entire shocking series, as Miguel would say in the year 2099, where they say shock instead of fuck.
I love that. And what's the one that the Guardians use? Frack?
Frack isn't Frack Lobo? No.
Well, the Guardians say something. Something similar to Lobo. I don't know. Somebody in the chat.
Lobo has something that he says. I know the Guardians. Yeah, Fraggin. I think that is it.
Oh, James, thank you so much. That's the link for the video that Briley made. Let's talk about spice,
baby.
Yeah, so there you go. Go check them out. InStockTrades.com.
In-stock trades.
So Lobo does frag. Okay. So I think Frackling or Frack something from one of the Guardians from DNA, something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But that's what I remember. Okay, so hauls. You guys weren't on Monday, so we typically do hauls on Monday, but I like to highlight the manga hauls on Thursday. And I know you guys picked up some cool stuff.
I don't think I showed this before on the show, but here's Fairy Tail.
Your Fairy Tail redemption arc is about to begin, supposedly.
It's okay. It was fine. The beginning of it. It's like I read it and I remember it being just fun when I was reading it the first time.
Have
whatever.
you listened to the soundtrack for Fairy Tail?
No.
That's my favorite part of it. So if you want to read it or you want to check out the soundtrack on YouTube, it's so cool. It's like Irish rock, something, folk rock or whatever.
Shadow over Innsmouth. I don't remember if I showed this on the show previously, but there's some Tanabe Lovecraft news to talk about in a little bit.
Can you show me? Sorry to interrupt. The ink tip pen thing that they talked about in the solicits.
The ink tip pen. What do you mean?
Wait, let me. Because in the description, Smith. Damn it. Hold on. HB. Hold on. Dead air. Shadow over Innsmouth. Manga. Everybody loves a manga. Wait.
Show you some.
Oh, it says the book includes a tip-in title page in silver ink. That's what I wanted to see.
So it's going to be hard to tell that it's silver, but it's
silver, all right. Okay.
it's silver ink on black paper.
Ah, that's what they meant. Okay. So it's like chrome-ish inspired, right? Like chromium.
Yeah, and there are some colored pages.
Mm.
Very atmospheric image here.
You want to make fun of me? I'm gonna say something, and you're not gonna. You're gonna make fun of me. Screw it. I didn't pick up the book. I skipped it because I was creeped out by it, and I didn't want that negativity. I didn't want those vibes in my on my shelf. I'm like, I'm good. I'll read my two-tailed cat, breakfast, whatever.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Gio's gonna have nightmares.
I'm like that sometimes. I go with the vibes.
I don't get scary stuff either. Don't worry.
Here's
But I kind of do want to own it at some point. I don't know. We'll see.
Here's the rest of. I'll go through these. This is the.
Oh my
stuff.
god, that's a massive haul, dude. Let's freaking go.
It's not that bad. It's not.
No, I love it. What do you mean?
15. Sunbeams in the Sky, Volume 3. That's the last volume of this cute little rom-com. Oshinoko, Volume 4. This is not the last volume of this.
She's my favorite character in that series.
The Beginning After the End, Volume 4. The Tapas original series. It's also not the end of that one. I don't think there's any more last volumes in the stack, so I'll just stop saying that. Heart Gear Volume 2. I really enjoyed the first volume of that new sci-fi title. Yasahime Volume 4. This is okay. Kimetsu.
Ooh, hell yeah.
Everyone's most anticipated cute version of a shonen series.
Hell yeah.
Dark Gathering Volume 4.
I need to catch up. I got Volume 1 recently.
Great. Akane Banashi Volume 3. Die Dark Volume 6. Colorless Volume 5. Looking pretty colorful. Secret of Friendship. Single volume release. Marmalade Boy Volume 4. Don't Call It Mystery Christmas Edition.
Nice.
Saving 80,000 Gold in Another World for My Retirement Volume 4.
I need to do that.
How I Met My Soulmate Volume 1.
Nice.
And the Milky series, Innocent.
Hey, that was a not so innocent haul. Oh, thank you, Aria. Thank you so much. That's what I meant.
That's right. That's right.
I confused the Lobo stuff and attributed it to the Guardians, but yeah, Dust. It's supposed to be like, I assume like damn or something. I don't know, whatever. Or maybe it's an F-bomb. Who knows? Oh, look at that. James with the milk and Elon with the vomiting emojis. I love our chat. Colleen, what you pick up?
So, my dear, amazing, good, lovely friend Fatima was living in Japan for the last 2 months or so.
Nice.
And they came back to visit, and they bought me the Reiko Shimizu 40th anniversary art book.
That's badass.
Hardcover. It's
Wow.
my goodness. Here, I'll open it to a random page.
That's beautiful.
I love this artist's artwork. I wish we had more of her stuff in English. We only have Moonchild, and that was from CMX. But yes, very, very happy with this. Thank you.
Does it have interviews or is just art?
No, so it's from the art exhibition that she held for her 40th anniversary. So it's just an art book.
That's
yeah,
good.
I'm flipping through it
So
right now.
everybody can pick it up.
Well, if you're in Japan.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And then I have two other manga related things, but not manga as well. So first thing I got was this Manga Artist Academy that Shoujo Beat published. My friend Vampy was talking about this, and I was like, oh, I want to like kind of learn about the process of making manga, and that's like basically what it is. They just have like artists talking to this little panda character about like what you should do to make manga. It's very interesting. And then the other thing I got was this book called Straight from the Heart, which is about I don't know why I said about, because it's like a research book essentially, but research, going to Japan, talking to people about shoujo manga production. Super interesting. I bought this off of Amazon if anyone else wants to get it. And then actual manga wise, I too have Totino.
Whoa.
Bullet Mystery.
Yay.
I bought My Lovesick Life as a 90s otaku. I haven't read this one yet.
I was just going to ask.
So my friend Vampy did read it, and she really liked it, which is why I picked it up, because I wasn't planning on it, but I was like, you know what, if she likes it, I probably will. And then I also got Past the Monster Meat Lady. This was surprising, because I did not think I would like it that much, but I actually really liked it. So I would recommend this one.
That was one of my picks for real manga, fake manga last week.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It's fun. I was surprised by it.
I got it, but that shipment has not arrived yet, unfortunately. I do have some books I want to, if you want to see.
Did that one stump Jess? I forgot. Or it stumped the guys?
Lou thought it was fake, but Jess went with real, and then Lou was like, "Oh, all right, I'll go with you." So they got it right. But
I think next time, while you grab those, we should have them separate their answers from one another, and have them see who's better between them, as well as like trying to beat us.
I didn't want to say anything, but on that video, Lou kind of gave up and was just going with what Jess was thinking. So if that wasn't a factor, we would have won by a landslide.
They should have done like writing on a board and be like, all right, get your answers in 3, 2, 1, and then they hold up like real or fake.
Yeah.
Or they can have little signs, like little like real, fake. Do it like a very mythical morning style game.
I'll bring it up on the next staff meeting. And by that I mean on our Facebook group chat. But that's a good idea. I only have 3 books so far for December, so not a whole lot.
One should wear a fake beard as well, just to really lean into the good mythical morning.
I can just have my hair down, and I'll be the Rhett of the show.
I'll really mullet up my hair and be the Link.
Like pull yours up and stuff.
Yeah. Really cool.
Hey, Psycho Cleveland's in the house. How you doing, buddy? Been a while.
Hey now. This is what dreams
are made of. Here is my mini haul, I guess. I got Blood of the Moon Princess, Volume 2.
Hey.
I got Yakuza Reincarnation, Volume 8.
Hey.
And I picked up Tomo-chan as a girl, the first omnibus,
I forgot about that.
which I thought this was going to be bigger because it's a 3-in-1, but then I remembered it's a short panel series, so it's not too thick.
Oh, is it a 4-coma?
Yeah, and
I was surprised by that.
I'm not the biggest 4-coma fan.
but
'Cause
this one's easier to read than some of the others, or not easier, like simpler to read. It's literally just the 4, and then you move on to a different scenario with a new title there, like mini chapter.
It just, for me, because it doesn't have like a ongoing flow.
Yeah.
Usually, like, it's not like an ongoing narrative between 4-coma things. And so I'll get like, it'll take me a long time to read them sometimes.
So there
I
you
used
go.
to be really into Manga Deo, which I think is a 4-coma,
Yeah, I think so.
but I don't think I could be into it now. For some reason, I'm just not a fan of like short
Hold on, I'll be right back.
series like that.
I think it's more of to me, like, I would read that as if I was reading newspaper comics.
Yeah.
Which,
I mean,
like,
that's essentially what it is.
yeah, and newspaper comics, I can't sit there as easily and binge through them for the same reasons that I'm saying. Like, if it's a single panel comic, like a couple weeks ago, Jess and I were talking about some stuff, and I was talking about the comic Leo, which is only like a single panel. And I can enjoy those because it's like you look at the one picture and it's funny and you laugh and you turn the page, like a Far Side comic strip.
Yeah.
Here's an example. Like, for example, Bochi the Rock.
Yes.
Look at the way it's displayed.
Yeah.
It's not the most difficult thing to read, but still, you got to do. Oh my God, you got to do this, and then this, and then blah 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 blah. Whereas Tomo-chan,
It's all just one page. Yeah.
one page, that's it, and you move on to the next thing. With Bochi, it can be a little disorienting at times. With this, it's perfectly fine, I guess.
I sometimes, with the ones that are set up like Bochi, where it's 2 strips per page, I'll go like, boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go back.
So yeah, I want to show off a little bit more. Here are the characters and the table of contents. A lot of mini chapters. So yeah, I did pick up Don't Call It Mystery, but it hasn't arrived. So it would have been fun if I had it, and it would be like, I also have it. Yeah.
We all got Totino.
Christmas Totino.
I'm
gonna get it after Christmas, unfortunately. So.
Totino, Christmas Totino.
Let's see. Is that all? Is that all that we hauled?
I probably had some other stuff that I just forgot about. I got some gifts from my Secret Santa that I did with my friends, and one of them was this Batarang knife.
Oh my God, why did that scare me?
And it's double-sided too, for justice.
Double the
That was like a jump scare for me for some reason. I don't know why.
I said it was a knife.
Right when you flipped it out.
No, I said it's a Batarang knife, and then I went.
No, you went a knife, and you clicked it right when you said knife.
Oh man!
Roll the tape.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
This is a knife. Bring out the big one. That's pretty cool.
What do you have? A knife.
No. And then hold on, I had one other gift that's more appropriate for this show, and it's not a knife.
It's gonna be a what's the? It's gonna be a bread knife.
It's a not Lego brand, but bricks.
The hell is that?
It's a ship in a bottle of the Thousand Sunny.
That's a One Piece thing?
Yeah.
Oh, but why did? Oh, okay. I see it now. Okay, that's cool.
I need to
Nice.
build it. It's a like 1,600 pieces. Yeah,
You did the Lego stream. You can do that one too. For the record, I just want to say I think it is the dumbest idea to reboot One Piece anime, but this is not an anime show, so I'm not going to go too into detail with my rant. So
I will agree with you.
the
Good thing I
dumbest
have 2 knives, one for each of you.
Psycho Cleveland, my favorite manga was that Miyoko Asagaya Feeling by Shinichi Abe. And did anyone get the hardcover Nemesis, the Warlock Definitive Edition? I did not, sir. Sorry. My next manga read will be I Wish I Was Stupid by Ebisu Yoshikazu. Nice.
You gotta be like yelling these at us. It's
Yeah,
an old task, so you gotta yell at us.
When you read them.
That's the energy I'm getting.
Oh,
Very
from this?
polite. Yeah, very polite yelling.
Oh, maybe next Psycho Cleveland, type some more comments and I'll yell them off. Riley has been fidgeting with that all week, and now the postman is terrified.
I was house and dog sitting for my parents, and the way their house is set up, like the chair that I would sit in where I'm reading all day or like watching TV all day, there's a clear view from their front door, and their front door is like windows. So like the post lady could see me in that chair. So if I was playing with it, she could have possibly seen me, but I wasn't playing with it. But the bad part is that the dogs could see her. And so every time like she came to drop off the mail, they would just go freaking buck wild.
At least you know it arrived. So
yeah, I like this knife because it's a box that the knife came in, because the curve goes forward like that. So it's a lot easier to like
cut the jugular and stuff, right? To get rid of the enemy. Never mind.
Yeah, like
I thought the way you held that box up, I thought it was a little box light for streaming. I'm like, oh, where'd you get a box for that? Cool. But it's a freaking box.
No, like it like I hooked onto the box with a knife like that. I don't know. I like the fact that it's, because I've been using it to cut boxes open, and in my opinion, it's easier to cut it when the blade is turned that way.
That's what they said on the Netflix documentary too about the serial killer.
Nice. I am not a serial killer.
I'm behind on Asadora. I think I only have read the first 3 or 4 volumes so far.
The way you read that reminds me of the old Saturday Night Live, like, and now for the people in the back.
I also haven't read the Tiger Takeichi book everyone has been raving about yet. Not you too, James. Next time on DBZ, Omninog versus Very Fine Condition, a battle of young versus old. Dun, 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 dun. Hell yeah. All right, so we got some news to talk about. I got 2 announcements and 1 news article.
Do the transition.
Then, we can do the main topic, which is our favorite pickups of the year.
Transition.
Oh. Shoot.
As we transition from hauls to the news segment of the show.
So there was a news item that came out today, actually. So this is completely improvised. I didn't even read the whole thing, but we can talk about it on air, discuss it. And we're going to highlight friends of the show, Anime News Network. And it's about a manga, of course, The Ancient Magus Bride. The manga is returning to publication. The author, many hiatuses and all that stuff due to health issues and other things in the past. The manga's going to come back, and it's getting a simultaneous English release, unfortunately using AI translation. The official Twitter account announced on Thursday that Bushiroad is using AI translation by Mantra to release the manga simultaneously in English and Japanese for its return from hiatus. Mantra is also providing AI translation services for simultaneous English releases of Yamazaki's Ghost and Witch manga. I don't know. I don't think that's going to go over well, and it didn't, because a lot of people were pissed off on the social medias.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think about AI translation being a thing?
Ooh, pay translators.
Yeah, and also the AI translations are always pretty shit. Like we've seen this in the past. Like, fortunately, when it comes to this series, they're not going to use the same translation for the physical editions.
Mm-hmm.
But we've seen, like, I think Titan on, I think it was for Common Rider Kuga, I believe was the one that they got into some hot water for, because
Kuga.
they very clearly were using AI, just cheap translations instead of actually paying for it.
I can't translate this thing. Come on now. What the hell? Well, anyway, there's a cool picture of it. I need to catch up. I'm like 5 volumes behind on Ancient Magus Bride. I only have like up to volume 15, I think. So I don't know what's happening.
Coincidentally, I need to sharpen this. I don't know why I said coincidentally, because I was thinking about the conversation I had with my friend who gave it to me, who was like, "That thing's pretty sharp, so be careful with it." And then I was like, "Actually,
You're gonna poke an eye out. Watch out."
you'll shoot an eye out, kid.
So yeah, this sucks. I'm not a fan of it, and I think it's gonna be funny when the first chapter shows up, and we're gonna notice all the weird translation issues present, because I don't think it's gonna do a good job at it. That's just me. I'd rather them invest in translators and getting the accurate representation of what was meant to be said, not let a computer do it.
As well, the fact that, like, a big part about translation is localization, and a computer is not going to localize things in that way. Like, a localization being, kind of it's not a one-for-one translation of what's being said, but like sometimes there's certain phrases that wouldn't make sense directly in English, but you have to localize it in a way so that it reads well, so that the narrative flows well, stuff like that. And using an AI is not going to give you that whatsoever.
James brings up an interesting question. What is the difference of AI translation and Google Translate? Google Translate does not have, forgive me if I'm wrong here, the artificial intelligence thing. It's just doing a straightforward thing, whereas the AI Translate is learning through the stuff it's being fed and coming up with the answer I don't know what I'm saying. Google Translate is a wonkier version of the early prototype, I guess, for AI Translate. If that makes sense.
No, it's Google Translate is not artificially intelligent. It's just like using
it's just artificial.
Yeah, it's like consulting a translation, like a book, except it's all it's like having a calculator. You plug stuff in and it spits out your answer. That's what Google Translate is essentially.
Yeah, and calculators don't take people's jobs; they help with it.
Yeah, and also like I'll let Fatima talk about translation and stuff.
The amount of AI-related Japanese translation job inquiries I've been getting is bumming me out real bad. A big part of translation is local. I don't know if you want me to yell that out. This localizer appreciates your understanding. Wow.
See, I'm not talking about out of my ass, guys. Like,
yeah. So this is my friend Fatima who gave me the art book. They are in Japan to do translation work there.
Cool.
So yeah, anytime I see translation stuff like this, I'm just like, Fatima. Good luck.
Your girlfriend's child was a manga. I don't know. It is. I walk away to make soup and return to this. Hey, that's what we get on OmniBros Live. You never know what you're going to get. 1 minute, it's me talking about a wholesome book. The next one is me yelling at the chat for their all caps comments. Yeah, so that happened. Two big announcements that were revealed today, thanks to Anime News Network, and that is from friend of the show, Go Tanabe. We are getting two brand new books. I mean, one of them was released in the past, but the way it's being formatted, you might as well just say it's a brand new book. And let's go over that one first. And
I'm excited.
This was an exclusive of theirs, so shout out to the website. H.P. Lovecraft's The Mountains of Madness is getting a deluxe edition hardcover. This came out back in what, 2019, 2018?
2019. The first volume was in the summer, and the second volume was in December. It was 4 years between Mountains of Madness 2 and last month's release of I already showed it, but Shadow over Innsmouth. 4 years. So it was a pretty long time. And if anyone remembers from my channel back in the day, James is probably going to look for the video right now as I'm saying it, but I did my top 10 choices for Dark Horse manga that need to be put into the hardcover format, and this was one of them. Not specifically Mountains of Madness, but I said like Go Tanabe's Lovecraft.
Any of his work for Lovecraft, yeah.
In my pitch, it was Mountains of Madness, both volumes, plus the short stories that were released in 2017. This does not include the short stories. I'm not upset about it because I didn't realize the page length of both volumes of Mountains of Madness is already 600 plus pages. So it makes sense. It's fine. And if this does well enough, which I'm hoping it will, the Innsmouth is 400 pages, which would be the perfect length to pair it with the short stories. So hopefully this does well. But this is the single volume deluxe release that Carl Horn teased to me back at, there we go. Back
What
at
a guy. Thank you, James.
He told me at Anime Expo that they were working on some more things to be released in hardcover, and that one of the upcoming releases was going to be a single volume. So this is that. I wasn't expecting it to be this one because in my head, I thought it was going to be like Tanabe's Lovecraft Volume 1, but they did it like this. But I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this.
And you just can't hide it. You're about to lose control, but I think you like it. This deluxe edition will feature the... I'm so sorry for that. This deluxe edition will feature the complete story. It will also include 8 full-color illustrations, a tip-in title page with silver ink, which is what we saw on the Innsmouth, a sewn-in bookmark ribbon. We love them ribbons, folks. Wrap-around cover art, and a soft-touch lamination with spot gloss. Sounds sexy. The manga is adapting the famous H.P. Lovecraft novella. And fun fact, we actually reviewed it on OmniBros 3 years ago. We did a part of the Halloween month. I think it was in 2020, right? If my math is correct. And it was Riley was there, I was there, and Nelson joined us for that one.
I think so.
So
yeah, I praised the heck out of it then. I've talked about it multiple times. I love this book, this story in particular. The artwork is top. The story is a lot of fun. The way it's adapted is great. And I am so happy that it's getting an oversized treatment. And something they didn't mention on the description of the build of the book here, it also is going to have foil gilding around the book block. So it should be like silver on the outside of the pages.
Wait a minute. Let me highlight you.
Like silver on the outside of the pages like that.
Beautiful. Thank you, James. There we go. That's the video if you guys want to check it out. 8-year-old me talking about manga. There we go. Excuse me. So this is coming out, and we got the second announcement, and that is the Call of Cthulhu from Go Tanabe, adapting the famous story from H.P. Lovecraft. That is coming out July 31st, and I was already closing in on my most anticipated books of the year, and I'm like, damn it, all right, I'm going to make an exception and add this because I want to get it.
Yeah, I'm glad that I didn't solidify my list yet because I'm definitely going to have to add this stuff on there.
So this is going to come out, and this is going to be the same trim size as Innsmouth.
Yes, it's going to be the smaller trim size, and it's a single volume. I think it's probably going to be around 200 pages or less. I didn't double check.
One paperback volume.
So I made a video already. It needs to be edited. I'm hoping to put it up tonight after we get off of here, late tonight. And in the description, there's a quote in like the language of the ancient ones or whatever. I don't know what the language is. But if you just go up a little bit. Okay, so, and I try to say that I don't know how to, because it's the inhuman phrase they both chant, and I say it in the video. I don't know how to speak that. I don't know if anyone knows how that's supposed to phonetically be pronounced or anything like that, but like in the video, I try.
I think it's subliminal messaging because right here it says Riley.
Yes.
It's and all, then it's Riley dead.
This was the when H.P. Lovecraft created this, he was envisioning you talking about it, and it came like it's full circle now. You know, you completed the loop.
If anyone knows how to say, like, how to speak this, you can tell me, but I can try. I think the way I pronounced it was Funglui Muglwanaf Cthulhu Relay Waga Noggle Fatagan. I don't know. It sounds like I'm drunk and Irish and speaking backwards.
I'm laughing because of the Fanagan. That caught me off guard. I was gonna say
Louis
Penguin, Magalaughing.
Mowgli.
The Penguin's laughing at Cthulhu, and Riley is laughing at the Fanagan. There we go.
Fanagan.
Which means in his house at Riley, dead Cthulhu waits dreaming. Whatever, I don't know. I don't speak.
You should just play that one clip of the girl from Little Mix trying to do the Jamaican accent. Just go
Bob Fisher, if you pronounce it right, you'll open an evil portal.
I just know a lot of people like to give Colleen some guff for pronunciation of Japanese words, but are they going to get on to me because of the way that I pronounce the words, the language of the ancient ones? I don't know. The old ones?
I don't know.
Yeah, Riley.
That's a cool
How
cover,
could you
though.
read this book if you don't know the language of the ancient ones?
Fanagan.
Put it in Google Translate and see how it can. Let me do that. Hold on.
Ballingning.
Wait a minute.
Oh, I think of that video way too often.
Ballingning.
It's so funny.
All right.
I'm gonna try and see what language it's supposed to be.
Welsh. Can I share my? How do I share my audio? Hold on. Can you hear it?
Translate it.
What?
Is it? Wait.
What? What?
Wait. Can you hear the audio or no?
Not really.
Like vaguely.
Damn it. Hold on. Give me a second. How do I do this? Audio. No. Layout. It's the thing where it says share. Oh, I know what it is. Wait a minute. Stop sharing. Share again. Share screen. Also share tab audio. Okay, so it should be working. Oh, to share the audio, share a tab or screen instead. Shit. Got to be through Chrome. Hold on. Let me switch to the other browser. Google Translate. Shout out to Google. All right. So if I do this, screen.
All my fellas.
How about now?
PHLUIM Helblenaf Cthulhu RLIE Wagenagal FHTAGN.
That's not what I said.
Oh, because it's in Spanish. Hold on.
Was it? Oh. but-
Welsh. It said Welsh. All right, let's try that. Or let's, yeah. Welsh.
Mglnav Cthulhu Carnacle Fatagan.
And then
What?
English.
Finglu MGL1FH Cthulhu Relia.
That's more how I said it. So I pronounced
Mglnav Cthulhu Carnacle Fatagan.
Hagen. It sounds like it sounds like the episode of SpongeBob where it's Leif Erikson Day.
Yeah.
What language is this then? What am I supposed to do? Not Welsh?
I looked up a little bit and it said that it is inspired by Welsh, which I think makes a little bit of sense, but I know it's not actually Welsh.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably not even real.
Most similar to Celtic languages. It's not real.
So I got this.
All right, boys.
The hell?
I'm gonna lay down the Gaelic. I know.
Fatagan.
Okay. Not enough L's. Okay.
Take this L.
Got him.
So
whatever. That's not part of the conversation. What is part of the conversation is that we're getting a new Gotanabe book, and that's awesome. And I hope a lot of people pick it up. And
awesome. Rather than waiting 4 years like we did between Madness and Innsmouth, it's only about 8 months, which is fantastic.
Oh no. I don't know what this means.
I don't either. I just know my name means girl in Gaelic.
Flex.
Good, yeah.
See, Fatima said flex girl.
There's also I did put a thread together that you can see on my Twitter/X account of the rest of Tanabe's works that have not yet been released into English. Color Out of Space, Haunter of the Dark, Shadow of Time, Out of Time, The Outsider, and the Dunwich Horror. So there's not a ton left, but you can check out the pictures for those over on my on Elon's website.
So that's exciting. Look forward to our videos on what we think are the hot anticipated titles for 2024 coming soon on Omnibus Collector and what's my channel? Manga Geek Day. Brain fart. Sorry.
Where do I put videos again?
Somewhere in my head. All right. So I have some very cool news to share before we do our main topic here and close out the show. I finally figured out how to fix my issues with Amazon Prime. I've mentioned it in multiple videos where I will search. Somebody will say, "Oh, check this out! It's out." I click on it, and it says either not available, or it doesn't say anything, and you can't click on any seller. It's just like unlisted or it's gone, and I would miss out on a lot of things. It would happen with movies, with books, with regular stuff from the Bezos website. And then the other day, I had an epiphany, and I said, what if? Let me find, I think I was getting The Great Yokai War, which unfortunately, the only way you could get it online was through Amazon. And that, because I already found the pre-order. All right, so hold on. If somebody sends me a pre-order link, it works just fine. I can look up stuff and it says the Prime option available. I can order through Amazon, blah, 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 whatever. Cool. And yeah, I know for the chat, the website's evil, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Sure. But once the item drops and it releases, I can no longer find Prime options. I can no longer find the Amazon itself as the seller, and that was what was annoying me. So I found the link and I looked at the URL and I noticed it had a particular writing to it. So I said, let's take this segment here where it says reference / whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I copy and paste that onto other stuff and it works just fine. And it appears and it's all available. I don't know why that is. I'm not going to question it, but now I can waste my money on crap I don't need. So yay.
Your wallet got a break for a little bit, but
yeah. And now I went ahead and like canceled some BBTS figures and went ahead and got them through Amazon, so they are a little bit cheaper for me.
Well, at least you're not
charging me a lot for shipping.
As long as you're not canceling with Ami.
Oh my God, Ami, you have to. It's like you're divorcing someone, and you have to file in paperwork and explain why it didn't work. Like, homie, it's just a figure. Cancel it. Jesus Christ. Somebody over there was gonna buy it. Don't worry about it. It's not like you're not gonna sell it. Oh, just don't buy Omnis from there? No, I buy my Omnis from InStockTrades.com. I'll tell you that much. But in the case for the Great Yokai War, which is one of my pickups for this month, I got it from the Bezos. I didn't see it at IST and I didn't see it at the Crunchyroll store, so I had to go there. So that's my story. Thank you very much.
So for the tokusatsu lovers, Space Sheriff Charivan or whatever is coming from Disco.
I'm so pissed off. I'm happy for you, but I'm so pissed off of that.
I didn't get Space Sheriff Kavan or anything, so that's not for me. I was just happy that I got it right.
But you're more of a tokusatsu fan than I am. I like it, but not like love it.
I have dude, I literally only have 2 seasons of Kamen Rider Black and 5 seasons of Ultraman.
Yeah.
But I haven't gone into all the other stuff. Am I tempted? Yes, but I'm tempted by everything. So that doesn't mean much.
When are we getting to the topic of the show? Who knows? Maybe we'll never get to the topic of the show.
Maybe now, maybe tomorrow, maybe never. I don't know. Gio doesn't know. Colleen doesn't know. None of us know.
I don't
I
know.
don't know anything. I just sit here and vibe. I'm just here to vibe.
When you see the Omar transition, that's when you know. And we're going to the topic of the show.
There we go. So 2023 was a wild year. A lot of cool releases. I think it was jam-packed with great manga to pick up. And next year looks even better. So I thought, why don't we talk a little bit and hang out with the chat and highlight some of our favorite purchases. I brought 6 books that I can show. I don't know how many you guys want to highlight, so I got a bunch to cover just in case. But some of my favorite pickups.
So I have Innocent. My favorite part is the breastfeeding part.
Can we show it on air?
Can someone clip that out? I want someone to clip that out and post it on Twitter and
James
say,
is our clipper.
You
can clip that, please.
Breastfeeding. No, I haven't read this yet, so I wanted this troll. Can I find it really easily? I'm gonna.
Here's Innocent. Here's my booby book too.
Oh, now you guys both have Innocent, and now I don't.
But the art's great. I mean, look at this.
Wait, did you both just go to the same page?
Did we? Did you just have a
166?
For a second, it looked like you guys both showed the same page. Okay, no. Never mind.
Mine had a butt on one side.
That's why you guys both went, here, look at this butt.
We're so in tune with our manga butts.
Yeah.
No, here's the butt.
Oh yeah.
126. Oh, you were. I was a little earlier than Gio on that one.
I got some books.
I pulled 3 to talk about because I didn't want to go, and they're all recent releases because there's been a lot of really good like last minute 2023 releases, and I wanted to point some of them off or out. Demonetized. As long as we don't get in trouble, like demonetized, okay. If we get the warning or whatever, that's when we're in trouble.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm doing like my own top 10 or whatever for the year, and I don't want to give too much away, but
So this is like a teaser for that video.
these are a few that might make it into my list. So whoever wants to go first, if you want me to go or whatever.
Sure.
So from Denpa, Mobile Suit Gundam, Char's Counterattack, Beltachika's Children, Volume 1. This was a long awaited release, and it did not disappoint whatsoever. Now, for me, a lot, and whenever I do these top 10 releases videos, it's not just about how I feel about the read itself, but it's the nature of like the build of the book has a lot to do with it, and the way that it's presented. And Char's Counterattack did not disappoint, as I think most Denpa releases do not disappoint. So great cover art, nice looking red spine for the red comet. The back is pretty nice as well. French flaps on this one, as you can expect from a Denpa release. Just very high quality in all ways. Colored pages, and not only is it high quality, but the cover price is $12.95. So you're getting such a high quality book for a pretty low price, all things considered. Here's more of the colored artwork on the inside. Absolutely beautiful, absolutely stunning artwork. And I'm kind of a newbie when it comes to Gundam, and I loved it. Like, this was great. This was so much fun of a volume. I felt just immediately immersed right at home. I didn't feel like, obviously there's stuff going on here that has happened before the events of this volume, but I didn't feel lost whatsoever. I felt like it was okay for me to just enter right in the middle of the story like this, or at the beginning of this section of the story. It kind of made it feel like coming into the beginning of Star Wars: A New Hope, and there's already conflict happening. I loved it. As for what this is, it is based on the novel that I believe Yoshiyuki Tomino had written, the novelization of Char's Counterattack, and it's a much longer version of the story than the movie is. I think it's 8 volumes long, so it's much expanded upon in comparison, but it is a fantastic read. I really loved it. Another one that was a first time read for me, and that actually really surprised me how much I enjoyed it. I did complain a little bit in the Discord chat that Colleen's part of, was Aeneid Volume 1 from Seven Seas. My complaint was kind of jokingly, I know this is a web series, and I haven't read any of it, but it's billed primarily as a BL. Like, that's the first thing. They're like, BL Egyptian gods, and there's like 1 page of like suggested romance in there. And I was like, I expected a lot more of the other stuff, but I loved what this was. This is literally like, so it's like war. It's this political drama action piece, like with war between the Egyptian gods. This is everything that I wanted when I was growing up, plus some gay stuff in there, like and it's so like, okay, so the build of the book, I'll show that off first. Absolutely beautiful. This is the hardcover, which is the mature version. Mature in that, like, I think some of the artwork is not like, they have some one of the gods or goddesses chest hangs out a little more, and I think that in the censored or like the paperback version, her clothes might be different to like censor her a little bit.
Like R-rated and PG-13.
Basically, I thought it was going to be like, because it was a BL, I was like, oh, they're gonna, it's gonna get hot and heavy, but it didn't.
Maybe that's for volume 2.
Yeah, I'm expecting something, but it's got gorgeous artwork. pretty much every page. I don't even know what I want to show. Like it goes from very like simple and effective artwork like this, just displaying kind of backstory of the characters and stuff through these pages. And then there's a lot of just fantastically detailed, painted color art. I honestly like don't know what to show because so much of it just looks great. Like I can go to pretty much any page and it's just great. The paper is matte, it's not glossed at all, which I think works really well for this story. I really enjoyed it. I flew through this volume. It's like 300 pages. I read it in like maybe 30 minutes because I was so engrossed with it. If you are at all interested in anything that I've pointed out with this, I highly recommend picking it up. I think there's going to be 8 hardcovers for the first season, and there's not yet a physical release for the second season, which is still ongoing. The creator, whose name is Mojito, but they are Korean, that's their pen name. The creator said that the second season will come out physically when they've finished it. The third one is a re-release that I'm very excited about. So I had to upgrade from my previous release for a couple of reasons, and that is Tek on Kincrete from Taiyo Matsumoto. And this is a big old book. So Char's Counterattack is like signature size, and you can see how much bigger it is. I think the same trim size as the previous edition that Viz put out, the paperback edition, but A, it's hardcover. B, it's now formatted right to left instead of left to right for the first time in English. So they've flipped it, and it's got a bunch of colored pages on the interior that I don't believe were included with the previous editions.
I think some were, but in black and white, I think.
Yeah. I was gonna say I don't think that the pages were in color in like the previous edition, but I love it. This is a great book, a great story, and I'm so happy that they put it back in print and put it into such a nice format like this. If you've never picked it up before, this is a great chance to add it to your collection. And they've been doing a lot to lend focus to Taiyo Matsumoto in the recent year or two, which I'm very thankful for, because he's such a master of the craft.
Next month we're gonna get a new Matsumoto release, so yeah,
the Tokyo These Days, and then later in the year we get the reprint of Go-Go Monster.
It's Taiyo Matsumoto's world. We're just living in it.
That's my preview of some of my best releases for the year.
You went all in. I thought you were going to go just one book and then
maybe Stone Ocean will be included. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Who knows?
Not me. I don't know.
Bob Fisher was asking about is it all colored pages? I assume he meant for the Gundam book.
Ennead, yes, if that's what you mean. Gundam,
no, Gundam.
Just the first like 12 to 15 or so. I don't remember how many exactly, but just the first part of it. The rest of it is in black and white.
Gotcha. Colleen, how about you?
I have 5. You want me to just do them all like Riley did?
Well, Riley finished early, so
Okay.
we can switch between the two of us. If that's
You
okay.
seem surprised by it, so I was like,
Yeah.
I can go one at a time. I'll go 2 at a time. How about that?
Yep.
And that
Okay.
way, because you have 6, I have 5. So first up, My Girlfriend's Child. This is such a good manga. It is probably like one of my favorite reads. Just like drama, slice of life reads in a while. I did a whole video about how it felt so like cinematic compared to other manga I've read before, and I still stand by that. This is just like, it's so quiet and still like really heavy and dramatic at the same time, but it's such a great series. The artwork in it is like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's very like sketchy and messy, which I'm pretty sure the artist does digital art, but it just feels so like they just took a pen and just like scratched in all the lines. I really love the artwork in this series. And it's just a really big difference from her last work too, which I also really love. But yeah, if you want like a really introspective series about like dealing with teen pregnancy, check this one out. Very good series.
Nice.
And then number 2, we'll go with Timon's B-side. This was a Shoujo Beat release that I picked up this year. I was really looking forward to it because I had read the one shot that this was like based off of, I guess. But anyway, it's this girl is a very big fan of this guy Timon from this idol group, and she ends up like being his housekeeper. And he's not actually like the cool, charming guy he portrays on stage. He's like super depressed and just like really always wallowing in self-pity. It's a really funny, just like duality of idol culture type of series. I had a lot of fun with this one. So if you need a good comedy that's also kind of cute at the same time, check out Timon's B-side.
Nice. I'll do 2 books here then. The first one that I chose as one of my favorite pickups this year is Witch of Thistle Castle. I really enjoyed this. I talked about it on my most recent video. Had a lot of fun reading this because I do like the magical stuff, but when it's a little bit more laid back like this, when it's all dialogue heavy and not necessarily focused on the action of like, oh, it's a witch or it's a sorcerer doing magical stuff. Instead, it's talking about that stuff, that world and all that. And in this one, we have the character of Marie, and she's an old witch, and a lot of people do not like that. But she is working with the church, and by the way, the cover is really cool. Young Theo here, the young kid, he is extremely powerful and could potentially be super dangerous. So the church asks Marie for a favor so that she can take him on as an apprentice and sort of keep him safe and in line so that power is not used in a malicious way. And Theo is just a young, wholesome kid bound and gagged by circumstances beyond his control. And he's very shy and timid. And Marie is going to help with that and sort of make him a better person, a better individual as he grows up with her. And Marie obviously smokes a lot and drinks and is not necessarily the super regal idea of a witch or whatever, kind of lazy due to circumstances. So the two kind of mix and match, and they'll help each other out without them knowing. And the other thing that I really enjoy about this is the art, which is really cool. I'll show you some of the drawings here. And they do mention one of my favorite things about this book is a scene where Marie talks about how not everybody wants to be reminded of the magic stuff and see it all the time, but once you see it, you can't go back. And she makes the metaphor, I guess, of like the mist when the rain drops on the floor and you see the mist rising. And it's that extra moment of something beautiful, of a beautiful scenery. And if it wasn't there, you would miss it. And that's how she sort of describes her affinity and love for magic, even though she's been turned away from it, from the experiences that the population has caused, chasing after witches and trials and murders and accusations and all that stuff. So yeah, it's a fun read. It's only 5 chapters, the first volume. Volume 2 came out recently, but I haven't picked it up yet. And I think it's a lot of fun. If you want some dark, quote unquote, it's not that dark, but like darker magic focused drama series, definitely try out Witch of Thistle Castle, Volume 1.
Been meaning to pick that one up. I like that artist.
The second book is, at least the anime is one of my all-time favorites of modern times, and the manga is just as good, and that is Handyman Saito in Another World. Here we have Volume 1. This is a fun way to do an isekai series without going over the same old jokes and stupid tropes and all that stuff. But when it does do it, it twists that around and makes it fun. You essentially have this man here, Saito. He is isekai'd from our world into theirs. This is a fantasy medieval type world where they explore dungeons as a way to earn income and killing monsters and all that stuff. And he forms a party with these characters here. We got, and I'm forgetting their names, but one of them is an old wizard. The other one is a strong warrior and a moon fairy. And the four of them should not get along, but they click so well. They complement each other. And they're all about the family. They're all about taking care of each other and making profit and trying to survive in a competitive world. Because when they go into the dungeon, everybody's doing the same thing, trying to earn cash by defeating monsters and finding treasure. So you get a little bit of that, and most of the chapters are just like mini stories within that universe. Some are like throwaway gag stories, but what you don't realize is that, me knowing ahead of the volume here of the story, all of it, as far-fetched and silly as it may seem, it all contributes to the narrative, and everything matters. All the side characters, all the gags and all that stuff, they all eventually come into play to form a cohesive plot for Handyman Saito. So I definitely recommend it. I like that the art is all scratchy and faded. It's not like super inked heavy, and it's fun. If you like the fantasy stuff and darker RPG-like elements, but with comedy, I would suggest checking out Handyman Saito in Another World. This is volume 1.
My favorite like gag in that first volume is it a monk or priest or whatever that has the giant staff?
Oh, let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah.
Because it's like a magic staff, but it's just like giant, so he can use it to physically just like demolish things. And I think at one point he like stabs the other end through some things. It's towards the end of the book.
Yep. Oh, here it is. It's the Power Wizard.
Yeah. It's just comically large staff.
There was a let's see if I can read it. There was a wizard who had a staff of judgment fashioned from a branch cut from the legendary world tree. It was too big to be called a staff, massive, thick, heavy, etc. So the homie's got a huge stick. And he just like, look at the poor orcs there. Goblins or whatever.
I love that part. And also a small thing about this book, at the end of the volumes they give you like the character breakdowns, and if you play D&D, it kind of breaks them down in the way that, like, you know, you get character class and like their attributes and stuff like that kind of go alongside D&D or other like fantasy games like that.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. What else you got?
All right. So next one I'm picking is Lord Hades' Ruthless Marriage.
Nice.
I was not expecting to like this one as much as I did, but it was so good. Just like a silly, goofy Greek mythology-based series where Hades gets shot in the head with the Cupid guy arrow. I can't remember his name. He gets shot in the head with his arrow, and so he tries not to look at anyone so he doesn't fall in love because he doesn't want to. He doesn't think he needs to. And then a girl falls from the ceiling when he's accidentally looking, and he looks at her and he's like, oh, but I'm okay, I'm not in love. So it's kind of just like him having to keep himself from falling in love. And then the artwork is so pretty in this series. The character designs are great for all the different like Greek mythology gods, and hold on, there's one panel in particular. I love this panel, this 2-page spread at the end.
That's so cool. Yeah. Beautiful drawing.
Really, really fun first volume of the series, and there's only going to be 3 in total, so I'm sad it ended so quickly. It's another page.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Short but
really
sweet.
pretty series. The next one is The Eccentric Doctor of the Moonflower Kingdom. I've said before, if you like Apothecary Diaries, this is similar in ways. She does less so medicine and more so surgery. And they get into her doing surgeries. I think it's really cool. She like removed a tumor at one point, and she was like stitching someone's arm back together. Yeah, so I love the premise of this one. I think it's cool that she is like a surgical doctor in it, like Chinese reminiscent, I think, fantasy world. I'm trying to find. This is what the art looks like. Very pretty art in this one as well. I also really love the main girl because she's like a genius doctor, but she's got terrible bedside manner. And I think it's cool to have one of her flaws be that she kind of doesn't know how to treat patients, and she needs to work on like how she treats her patients as well. And that is that.
Nice. Well, let's see. Next one here is I went with DRCL, Dracula Midnight Children, Volume 1 from Shinichi Sakamoto. Unfortunately, there are no boobs on this one, or breast milk, sorry. But it's about Dracula. If you like the original novel, I think you're going to like this. And even if you don't, even if you've never read the novel, you can get into it because you know it's about Dracula and the horror aspect to it. It's such a legendary story that I feel anybody could read and enjoy. And it's a fresh new twist on it. There's turns that I was not expecting, but then again, I need to go back and read the novel because I barely remember what happens in it, unfortunately. But it was still fun. The opening chapters here for the what's the name of the boat? The Demeter.
Demeter.
That was my favorite part. It was really well done. So fantastic art from our boy Shinichi.
Friend of the show, Shinichi Sakamoto.
Friend of the show. And listen to that binding. No, it's not working. Some of that art. So I've made this joke in the past, so it's not new. But I thought, me being silly, like, oh, it's just 2 books. I didn't know it was an ongoing. So when I was reading this, I kept thinking, man, this pacing is all over the place. Are we going to finish by volume 1? What's happening? And it's barely an introduction to this world. As we follow the kids at the school, and then Dracula arrives, and you get some really fantastic panels like this. Like, holy crap. There you go. So yeah, definitely check this out.
the my name is Count Dracula. It was like, my name is #DRCL.
That would be the 2020 version of Dracula.
Oh, that would be so funny.
This is my Tokyo Revenge.
Yeah. So there you go. Cool release from Viz.
My name is hashtag DRCL Midnight.
That reminds me, we finished the Yuzuki Family's Four Sons today, and Zach just turns to me and he goes, "This really was our Jujutsu Kaisen."
Let's see. I got another one here. I got Suada and the House of Monsters. I think this is great. I love it. It's about monsters and house building and finding your passions, even if it's late at life. Because we have the character of Suada. She's been trained at an early age. She was an orphan. When she grows up, she's gonna kill monsters because they're at war with humanity. But when she's of age, they declare a peace treaty. So now what the hell she's going to do? So faced with this crisis, she just goes out into the world and wanders and comes across these dwarves, Kirik, and his band of folk as they build houses for the monsters. Because it turns out the monsters are jealous of our ingenuity at building homes for ourselves. And they want to get in on that. So, yeah, they provide that service. She's at first hesitant, but they, even with her racist remarks towards the monsters, they still want her on to accompany them so that she can see what it's all about and to learn about that and grow as an individual, which I think is a great message for readers. And the art is cute and fun and detailed. Like you see stuff like this, for example. Is this the best panel to show? Maybe not. This one right here. So this is pretty fun. And my favorite aspect is that when you find the houses or when you see them, they give you a really detailed look at the construction of it. Let me pull up the first one here. When they build one of the houses. No, that's not it. Oops. Where is it? Here it is. You get stuff like this. And I don't know about all of you, but when I was growing up, I would go to the school library and I would rent out books that had stuff like this, but for like, could be like fictional stuff from movies, or it could be like from real life architecture. But I would love seeing diagrams like this and just imagining all the pieces inside and the people and all that. So that scratched an itch that I did not know I needed. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Definitely recommended. Good for all ages too, or at least volume 1 is. So I'm excited to continue the story eventually with. And look, there's a mermaid. That's a thing for this show. With me, I get bombarded with mermaids on OMNIBROS. Right? Mermaids? Yeah, mermaids. Yeah.
Mermaids.
Yeah.
So yeah, Suada and the House of Monsters. What else? What you got for me?
All right. This is my last one. Can we guess
Ooh.
what it might be?
I think it's something to do with curry.
Don't call it this. It's the best book to come out this year, baby. Let's go.
That's a good one.
Love Yumi Tamura. I love Totino. I love this manga. It's so good. If you like mysteries, if you like drama series, if you just like whodunits, this series is gonna be right up your alley. Even if you don't like those things, because I'm not even like that big of a mystery person. You will still like this book because there's so much to love about it, even if you are not super into like murder mysteries or anything like that. Just the messages and the themes of it are great. The characters are great. You're gonna love Totino like immediately. He's just a funny little guy. Yeah, read Don't Call It Mystery. It's so good. I haven't opened this, or I haven't read this volume yet, but I'll just see if I can keep myself from getting spoiled. There's some of the artwork in it. There's our boy Totino.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything, but comes with color pages. Look at our boy Totino eating a sandwich. He finally gets to eat something. Him being a little cutie. Anyway, yes, read Don't Call It Mystery. Best series ever.
That's a good one. Yeah,
That's my last one.
that's a good one. I got 2 books here, 2 hardcovers, not new releases, sort of, but new to me, and that's what matters at the end. This is an older release, but I picked it up earlier in the year, and I really don't know why I didn't get it sooner, and that is Manga Theater from Akira Toriyama,
Yay.
because I'm not a fan of Dragon Ball, but I do like the quirky one-shots and funny stories that Toriyama comes up with. I love Sandland, for example, and stuff like that. So I don't know. I forgot that this came out in like 2021, I think, and I finally picked it up for real cheap on third-party websites. I don't remember one sellers, but you get some fun stories and all that stuff. Look at that. And some questionable things with some really dark skin colored characters that I'm not going to point out, which I saw and I'm like, whoa, all right. That's a thing from the 80s.
It's always
Forgot
a
about
jump
that.
scare. It's really always a jump scare. You're just like, oh, should I be looking at this?
So yeah, this is a nice build too. This is I don't know how many stories are in here. Hold on. You get the original colored covers from the Japanese releases. All 3 volumes released under one hardcover. So you can see here. So yeah, if you're into this sort of thing, you definitely got to pick up Manga Theater. Look, he's screaming. Aug!
Oh,
That's how I read it when I see that.
Ooga.
Auga. I can't find the controversial stuff. Where is it?
We can start a little controversy on the show, like Eminem.
Yeah. I mean, I see stuff like this. I'm like, whoa, that's a distinct shade of black that you're using.
you did
Some
that in
action.
Dragon Ball too, right?
What was that? Sorry.
You did that in Dragon Ball too, right?
Yeah. Yep. So you see a lot of the influences that would later appear in Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and whatnot. But this is definitely more comedic one-shots with some drama, some action, and some lowbrow humor here and there. But it's all good.
I'm hoping for release of Neko Majin Z at some point. Neko
That
Majin
would
and
be
Neko Majin Z.
Yeah.
Since it's kind of canon to the Dragon Ball franchise.
You know what's out of print and really expensive? Or not like really, but it's still pricey. Koa, the vampire one.
Yeah.
I can't find a copy online.
Maybe if you ask Santa Claus, he can bring it.
I'll send him an email. Thank you.
Or does Santa have issues with Puerto Rico like a lot of other places?
No, he's a cool dude, you know.
Cashman.
Ashman.
He does not know how to pay with a credit card.
No, or Apple Pay or whatever. So yeah, that's a fun one.
Man,
And,
I got my credit card when I went to the grocery store the other week, and I was like, Apple Pay? And I looked and I'm like, crap, I don't have it set up on my phone. I had to drive all the way back. I had to give them the cart to hold for me.
Oh, it's embarrassing.
I wish
The
I were
last-
man in that moment.
The last book I want to show is no surprise. I've talked about it recently in different videos or social media. I don't know. Oh boy, I got the full series now. All 3 hardcover volumes. These are in Spanish. but it's pretty cool to own the series, especially because the original release is out of print and not easily accessible for people looking. So this is a great release. If you read Spanish, if you know Spanish, you can get this and enjoy the story. Can't show all the pages here because there are some not safe for work stuff, shenanigans happening, like violence and sexual stuff.
So this is a random aside and a callback for the show. But apparently James Wan is doing a film adaptation of the Call of Cthulhu. I wonder if there was any synergy between that and like, because the timing is the both of these being mentioned on the same day is wild. That and the manga.
That could be, yeah. You could be onto something. Yeah. I'll show off some of the larger pages. There's Sawada next to it, which is pretty much the same size. That's not the comparison I wanted to make. Damn it. I just picked the first book off here. Oh, there we go. This is the comparison. All right. So this is Witch next to Old Boy.
Change it to Big Boy.
Volume 2 has a blue spine, and Volume 3 has a yellow one.
Hopefully, Dark
Have them,
Horse.
but I don't want to get up and grab them. So just use your imagination.
Hoping Dark Horse will do the same thing for us.
I hope so. Would I upgrade to the Dark Horse? No. I'm good. But I'd be happy for everybody, you know. Oh, nope. Can't show that. There's no. So yeah, those are some of my favorite releases. I'm probably forgetting a bunch. But yeah. When does the next Sawada come out? I think March, maybe.
I was just gonna say next year.
Yeah, definitely next year. Not this week.
Those you just know.
Let's see. Sawada and the House of Monsters Volume 2 comes out in... I'm checking on the Penguin Random House, and it says February. Okay. Not too far.
Dion.
Haha.
I didn't see it, so I'm not affected.
Yeah, the Crunchy says February the 6th.
Nice.
Because it's so.
I've only read Omnibus 1 of Don't Call It Mystery, but Totoro is... what am I reading here? How do I say it?
Arrow Ace Spec. Bisexual.
Arrow 8 Spec, bisexual, confirmed. There we go. And Gato was absolutely king. I'm going to say the full word. Totoro. Like my LGBT goggles are on.
H Field having Gio read this is so funny.
Sorry.
No, it's just so funny because it's very like Twitter lingo, like fan lingo.
Oh, I don't get any of that stuff. Yeah.
Not the Arrow Ace part, but the other part.
I just remembered that black character you showed me the other day, Colleen. I wasn't ready. Truly a jump scare.
It's, yeah, probably one of the worst.
Aromantic asexual spectrum.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Arrow Ace is aromantic asexual spectrum, like on the aromantic asexual spectrum, but also
But wouldn't it be with an S? Because it says here AROACE. Would it be A?
Yeah,
S?
people use ace as a shorthand for asexual. I think just to get the pronunciation right, they use ace with a C.
Okay. Well, I learned something new. I had no idea what any of that meant. That's cool. Oh, you son of a gun. I wrote it specifically like that so Gia would be forced to read it. I'll read any comment, you know?
Oh, they're torturing you on this one.
I know.
Making you
Bob
yell.
Fisher, which came first, anime or manga for Bebop? Both at the same time. They were released at the same year. The anime was first, but the manga was created around the same time and released next to it, parallel to it. but it's meant to be anime first for that one.
I think the anime was written and conceptualized first and went into production first, and then it's one of those situations where they basically like pass the concept on to manga creators, and they're like, elaborate on this in a manga. That's the same thing happened for the Big O.
Yeah, there you go. Speaking of big releases, you can find them on our sponsor's website. That's instocktrades.com. Get your Omnibus trade paperbacks, hardcovers, manga, box sets, and so much more with great discounts that range from 42 to 50% off. Loyalty discounts add an extra 2% if you make them on a week-by-week order. Free U.S. shipping for orders of $50 or more. And fantastic, wonderful customer service and packaging only when you visit instocktrades.com, our official sponsor. Shout out to IST. Quick reminder that next week will not be the gift card giveaway. That was done this past Monday. So if you want to take you want to participate in the gift card giveaway, you're going to have to wait for next year and the final Monday of January when we do that stream. But next week, we got 3 back-to-back shows on the 26th, because next Monday is Christmas, so Merry Christmas and all that stuff. And then Wednesday, we're going to do the Omnis, which is our award show, if you will, for all the collected editions and book releases and all that. And then next Thursday, I thought it would be fun if we talk about our best reads, our favorite reads of 2023. I'm not going to do the anticipated stuff because Riley has a video upcoming and I have a video as well. So I think it's redundant for all of you to hear it a third time on a stream, you know?
Unless Colleen wants to do it too.
And then, yeah, by all means. I don't mind.
I mean, who knows? Colleen might make their own video about most anticipated 2024 manga releases.
I got
I did
30.
it last year, so
We'll do it this year.
let's see.
Do it.
Do it.
Let's see. I'm working on something that's taking a long time right now. So like I'm thinking of the possibility of only posting like one video a month.
What?
What's happening?
These are all banners that Jess made.
I saw that Tesla drivers suck one randomly.
I don't know. They left it here. I don't know what's happening. That's our email. If you want to email us for I don't know what, you can email us if you want. And that's it. Wait, before we throw this down and close the show, let's go to the comments real quick because Psycho Cleveland has a story by Ebisu Yoshikazu, a short story called Death by Penis. It's the weirdest thing I have ever read.
Is it
Definitely
weirder?
not what you may think.
Is it weirder than Watermelon Man?
No, nothing can top Watermelon Man. Big O is a classic anime series. Yeah.
I agree. It's one of my top 5.
Bean Queenie, thank you for joining. Have a good evening and happy holidays. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
okay
happy
that you weren't
holidays.
here.
You know what's cool?
It's
Sorry.
okay, Bean Queenie, that you weren't here for the show. We weren't anticipating you joining or anything.
You know what's funny about the holidays? Most of you will stop after Christmas. I keep it going, baby. Holidays for me is until January 6th. So let's freaking go. I'm in the holiday spirit.
Is that Three Kings? The 6th?
Yep. Yep. So you could look at it as it starts on at the beginning of the year for a week, then I stop and conclude it at the end of the year. You can look at it that way. Or not. Just, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, three kings.
The 12 Days of Christmas is supposed to be like the days after Christmas.
Yeah.
So that's
Gio just said he considers January 6th. It is a holiday, not for you, but it is over here, and it's pretty famous.
Gio's
Three
gatekeeping Three Kings Day from you.
Look it up, son. It's famous. They celebrate it in Latin America and in Spain and the Caribbean as well.
And the
I want to
26th.
get Innocent, but I don't know when. Warren, you should get Innocent on April 1st.
Yeah, the 12 days of Christmas are from the 25th through the 6th. And you're supposed to leave your Christmas decorations up and take them down on the 7th. Like this is all real facts and stuff. Like not just for
real facts.
This is facts. We're spitting facts here on this. This is like dude podcast time. I'm spitting real facts. I'm to say like those guys who like sit around are like super misogynistic and they talk about like facts, except I'm talking about real facts. So
I'm here to talk about facts over feelings, bro.
yeah, facts over feelings. You might not like it, but January 6th is a real holiday.
Oh wait, Riley, everyone in the chat. You know the day that January 6th is, right? What happened? Yeah, and that's what's happening right now. I think that's
No.
I think that's what they're saying. We should probably
facts over feelings. It's a holiday for actual people, not heathens and degenerates and people that no one gives a shit about.
Wait a minute. I gotta say I gotta set the record straight. Sorry. Where's
Yeah, Three Kings Day, bro.
There's Three Kings Day, chat. Come on, don't be silly. You
Come on,
goofs.
chat. Hey, chat.
I have celebrated Three Kings Day all my life.
Hey, chat.
Y'all want to be boring.
Real.
Y'all want to be boring and not do anything after Christmas. That's on you. But I have a good time with Three Kings Day. So a lot of fun. And
I think a lot of people assume that the 12 days of Christmas are the days leading up to Christmas, but it's not. Like it's legitimately it's the days after Christmas, and you're supposed to keep your decorations up until then.
spoilers.
Don't let them know.
No.
But the song "The 12 Days of Christmas" is about each of the days after Christmas. So yeah, if you didn't know, now you know. Keep your stuff up. So if someone gets mad at you, like if you live in a community and the HOA gets mad at you because your stuff is up and it's before the 6th or 7th or whatever, tell them it's not time. Like it's literally to like the religion that the holiday comes from. It's not time to take them down yet.
Let's go. And you know, you want to know something? There's another holiday over here called Octavitas, which is 8 more days, and people keep the party going. I don't do that, but a lot of people do. So, you know.
Now that one I think was made up by the people that just didn't want to take their shit down. And no,
that's a real one, but I don't care. January 6th, that's when I take all the Christmas stuff down and enjoy the rest of the horrific year that follows. So.
Yay!
So on that amazing note, we're gonna call it. Thank you everybody for joining on this wild and wacky show, OMNIBROS Live on a Thursday night. It's Manga night. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. If you would be so kind and hit the like button, maybe share the video. I don't know. That'd be great. I mean, icing on the cake. You can follow us on social media. You can follow OMNIBROS Live on Twitter. Colleen, where can people find you on the internet when you're not here with us?
You can find me on Twitter at Colleen's Manga. You can also find me on Instagram and YouTube at Colleen's Manga Rex, Blue Sky at Colleen's Manga Rex, other places at Colleen's Manga Rex.
Yeah. Ghost of Christmas Annoyance. Where can people find you?
Ghost.
Come
The
on,
ghost
Dawn.
of Christmas annoyance. TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, and of course YouTube as the Omnibus Collector and Twitter as Omni Collector. I need to edit a video to have up hopefully late tonight, and then I might have my November haul finally out in the next couple days because I got the last package like yesterday from my delayed November releases, or not delayed November shipments came in yesterday.
Shipments. Yeah. Cool. You can find me. Thank you, James. That's my Discord server if you want to hang out and chat about geeky stuff. You can find me on YouTube, Manga Geekdom. I have my fall anime review coming up. I'm gonna finish editing that after I'm done here, and that's it. So follow me on social media, Manga Geekdom. I'm on Twitter and all the other sites. Just go there and find me, and we can chat about Three Kings Day. I don't know, manga. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to say? I don't know. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We will catch you on the next stream, which will be on the 26th. So we're not going to see each other on Monday. So happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a good one with loved ones or by yourself. It doesn't matter. Just stay positive, all that cool stuff. You dig? All right. That's it. We're out. Goodbye, everybody.